G'day, John here from Ruralco Water with your weekly Southern Basin market update for the 15th of April. Well, as we move into the last quarter of this water year, we've seen the first lot of seasonal outlooks now released across the Southern Basin, and the market is watching closely how conditions affect what we'll actually see as opening allocations into the new year. Storages are currently sitting at 43% in the Southern Basin, down from 52% at this time last year. Of note there has been a bit of stability in Hume over the last couple of weeks with some localised rainfall, which has improved that situation from what looked like 2019 to more what Hume looked like at this time last year. And so while we expect some seasonal declines at this time of year, although minimal, there is still concern about this forecast of El Nino and what that means for inflows into the storages between now and our main growing season in the next year. In Victoria, early modelling suggests low opening allocations on high reliability, both in the Goulburn and the Murray. So there is this expectation that both of those systems will see low opening allocations. And although, there can be inflows between now and then, and allocations can increase quickly with spring inflows, it is one to be aware of and watch, especially if you have early seasonal water needs. In New South Wales, we've seen those allocation outlooks released as well, especially, so while high security will get its opening 97% in the Murray and 95% in the Murrumbidgee, general security licence in New South Wales should expect very low opening allocations based on those outlooks. In the market at the moment, and talking of allocation, we've seen allocation prices ease over the last couple of weeks as there is less demand from buyers to meet current needs and more demand as buyers look to secure water into next year and just to top up their accounts slowly. Many traditional sellers also in that space are now considering, with the low risk of spill, particularly in the Goulburn, many who would traditionally sell at this time of year are looking to carry over and use that allocation either in the market or themselves in the new water year. An update on the New South Wales and Murrumbidgee outlooks will be released today after we film this, unfortunately, later today. So it'll be interesting to see how just that change in Hume since their last outlook has affected the outlook into 2026-27. This morning we have seen the SA outlook released, and SA have given a forecast outlook of opening allocations of 62% in SA. So as we know in past allocation years, most recently 2019-20, just with that low availability of water in the market, we can see temp allocation prices be quite volatile. So as you're planning your water needs into next year, that's something to be aware of. And perhaps looking at products now like carryover or forwards, just to give some stability to your price and your budget as you take those water needs into account into the next year. So storage levels are below the long-term average for this time of year, and they're looking like drying out into next year. And that increases that volatility. So we are seeing quite a lot of activity in that forward lease and carryover market at the moment. And the permanent entitlement market, especially in Victoria, has been very active with lots of bidders looking to secure more permanent entitlement, particularly some smaller irrigators and investors. There's been a bit of a mix across that market. Some big important announcements, just some reminders. The Ruralco Murrumbidgee webinar is tomorrow. Hit the link in the email you get now with this update. Hit the link to register for that to get the latest info on what's happened this year and what our outlook for 2026-27 is there. Also, the other one to remember is that New South Wales interstate trade closes on the 30th of April. So after that date, no more water will be able to come in or go out of New South Wales from the other states. Thanks and have a great week.